We are getting ever closer to the first undisputed lightweight champion since Pernell Whitaker in 1992. As the #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world, Vasyl Lomachenko looks to defend WBA, WBO and WBC titles against IBF champion Teofimo Lopez. The contest is one of the biggest fights of the year.
Most buzz of any fight we have had in recent years. Best versus best.
Lomachenko at 32 is taking his toughest opponent in a weight class that he is not well suited for. He's fought 4 times at 135 since moving up to the division in 2018, and he's not looked overly impressive.
Of course, it's more harder for me fighting in 135.
Teofimo Lopez is so much younger and fresher at this stage in their respective careers. Lopez at 23 is almost a decade Lomachenko's junior and a fighter whose flaws are products not of damage taken, but inexperience and ignorance.
Anything can happen. One punch can change the fight, or one punch can end the night.
Does Lomachenko show why some boxing pundits regard him as the premier fighter in the sport? Or can Lopez storm right in and take the mantle from the guy who is viewed by some as unbeatable? Vasyl Lomachenko takes on Teofimo Lopez with all the belts on the line that matter in boxing's lightweight division at the bubble at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. It will feel like his acid test, something like a career-defining fight, and 4 world lightweight titles, WBA, IBF, WBC and WBO, will be up for grabs.
Both of these fighters risking it all to see who the best really is.
At 32, it's the fight Lomachenko needs, but not the setting he deserves. It will pale in comparison to his fight against Campbell, but is twice as meaningful and twice as dangerous. Luckily, Lomachenko, a 2-time Olympic champion who competed for a world title in only his second pro bout, has seen it all, well, almost.
I had Lomachenko in my top 10 pound for pound when he had, I think it was 1 pro fight.
He has won world titles at featherweight, super featherweight and lightweight, and scored standout victories against the likes of Guillermo Rigondeaux and Jorge Linares, from whom Lomachenko grabbed his first lightweight championship in 2018. It is hard to find many weaknesses in his game, never mind point them out, but such is Lomachenko's excellence, plenty will keep searching.
By how Loma fights, we haven't seen that. Maybe since the first young Ali.
He has outstanding footwork that allows him to float around the ring effortlessly, creating angles to land his powerful strikes while dancing out of the way of strikes coming back at him.
After Lomachenko all-stars him like this.
And dancing is the exact reason for his in-ring movements, as he was enrolled in traditional Ukrainian dance when he was a young boy. He constantly sets traps for his foes, and when they fall into them, he punishes with his lightning quick hands that eventually accumulate and finish his opponents. Like Lomachenko, Lopez is also absurdly talented. He is a little more straightforward in his approach, willing to absorb blows in exchange for landing his own strikes.
I'm ready for everything. You know, it goes to show that I can hurt you with my right, I can hurt you with my left.
He is able to get in the face of his opponents with little repercussion because the power he possesses at lightweight is downright scary. He is powerful, fast, a natural lightweight, young, and has all the ingredients to potentially be a big star for the sport. And he is confident he can win this fight.
And I know I will.
He has gone into the 7th round just twice in his career. Lopez uses his long reach to good effect and has the perfect shots, a quality left hook and a big right hand to enjoy success against a southpaw. He is adept at pressure fighting, can spot an opening on the inside and he boxes well going backwards. Perhaps his biggest strength in this fight is his punching power.
Even with the right hand that he injured in the first round.
Lopez is 9 years Lomachenko's junior, but not so young that he is too green, or at least that's his team's hope.
When we get in that ring, then I get to do what we've been working on.
There have been comparisons to the 2013 fight where Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez, and while Lopez obviously rejects that, it's not an unreasonable thought to have up front. Mayweather was 36 when he fought the 23-year-old Canelo. Floyd was unbeaten at 44-0, but he was fighting a skilled, strong younger man who was also a bit naturally bigger in the body. Despite the fighting coming back a majority decision for Mayweather, it was a clear win for Floyd. All but one of Lomachenko's 15 professional fights have been scheduled for 12 rounds, and 5 of those 14 bouts have gone the distance.
Now we have the same professional record, or almost the same, and we'll see.
Much like Loma, the 23-year-old does a good job setting traps, but it's not sure he can outsmart the former Olympic gold medalist.
This is all on the line, and what better way here in Vegas, just like everything else, all in.
Lopez, the number 2 man at 135 right now, wants the crown. He wants to be that top guy, that superstar. He wants to be the guy to dethrone a king.
I always stay in shape, and I'm ready, and I'm more than excited for this fight.
Though he's certainly not the one-punch banger Lopez is, Lomachenko does everything else. He moves better, plays defense better, works the angles better, and counter-punches better.
It will be like a chess match.
Overall, Lomachenko's elusiveness will have Lopez swinging at air throughout the fight, which will likely tire the younger boxer, enabling Loma to implement his game plan in the later rounds. Lopez, like Canelo, isn't some crude brawler or anything. He has boxing ability, he has hand speed, he times his punches well, he sets things up pretty well. But he just isn't going to outbox Lomachenko.
You probably got to give Loma a little bit of an edge because of the experience factor, but that doesn't mean much.
This could be a fight to remember, an all-out war for 12 rounds.